Yo, 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 what's going on, YouTube? It's your boy Nate the Great coming at you with another live. You already know if you're new to the channel, like, share, comment, and subscribe. So, all the returning friends and family, you already know it's peace and blessings. Give y'all some time to tune in case the notifications didn't go out. Come in, baby. Moo. First things first, hopefully, everybody having a blessed and productive Monday. Hopefully, everybody smoothly getting through the work day. Hopefully, your kids got through the school day. Oh, wait a minute, I forgot. I forget. Some of y'all kids done already started vacation, so hopefully y'all enjoying y'all vacation so far. Uh, Hopefully y'all getting ready for your holidays and your new year. And as you're going into the new year, just keep yourself on a straight, keep yourself on an up and up, and keep looking for tomorrow. Keep hoping for tomorrow too, cause shoot, never know what could be around that corner. Tashana, what's going on, baby? Appreciate everybody that tuned in to the last live stream. Yeah, I know it's been a couple days. Been a busy couple days. So nonetheless, still gotta give out something before the year's out. Cool gamer, what's going on? Tamika, baby. Appreciate everybody that tuned in for the conversation. Actually, Thursday. Definitely was a good one. Definitely had to hit on some key points. Like today, I'm going to hit on some key points again, especially for those with the safety. Cowboy, what's going on, my guy? Hope everything good with you and the wife and the family. Hopefully, y'all enjoying your holidays so far. I hear you. Be safe on that road, sis. Um, those that did miss Thursday's replay, definitely make sure y'all catch it and share that out. Hood, what's going on, my guy? Oh, Hood, don't worry. LeBron and Bronny are getting traded to Saudi Arabia. So don't worry. NBA season gonna be good soon. But again, appreciate everybody that tuned in on Thursday. Today, well, before I go left, wait a minute. Oh, my ass already. Yeah. I do want to stress out some safety for real because it's been crazy in the city, especially where I'm at. So apparently we still having violent issues on the train. Now, I had already said the other day there was an issue on that L train where a young man lost his life. Um, I know investigations is still going on. He's still looking for the guy that did the crime, but it's sad because again, I know how it is. Public transportation always been kind of iffy, especially on them trains, but it's never been as bad as it's been now. And that's what I'm saying with the influx and the multiple people who are now within the city, including the migrants. It's been crazy. Uh, if violence wasn't up then, it's up even more now. Um, Another story that came across me, I was going to talk about it. I was going to actually try to do the live yesterday, but yeah, I'm too busy and too caught up. Another situation where a woman, I think, passed away from being almost burnt alive, basically on a train. Um, for those that live out there in Coney Island, I know y'all probably had fire department running out. Um, Woman basically got set ablaze on that F train, homeless woman. Made the prayers go out to that family. It's crazy because again, you gotta think what would possess somebody to even do that. And then they got a picture of the suspect they looking for, and he even looked like he don't belong here. He looks like a migrant. And this is what I was saying to a degree a while back. All this pushing people here that don't belong here. You're spiking up the crime. You making safety kind of even more riskier. Especially those who have young families. I told y'all a couple weeks ago how my aunt almost had a situation with somebody on the train, dude, doing too much, looking at the kids, doing all sorts of wild stuff. Now, again, mental health is real because we know that some of these issues are being brought on by people who suffer from mental health. But it's crazy when you got people who don't suffer from it that's just doing it because they feel they can do it. That's when you got to try to break down what's what. Like, and it's crazy because if you look at the picture of the person that they got, as a suspect, like I said, he looked like he don't belong here at all. He probably don't even speak a lick of English. But meanwhile, some of these ones are still getting slaps on the wrist and going through the revolving door. Court, baby. Happy holidays, sis. We ain't forget about you. We ain't forget about you, son. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. We did not forget about you today. I didn't forget about none of y'all. Hold on. I didn't forget about y'all. Here you go. There you go. There you go. There you go. Get your dance on for the holidays. But yeah, this is why I said it's stressful, around this holiday season because to a degree, this is when it's really, be safe and be aware of everything, even while traveling, Now, again, lady was homeless. It was no need for nobody to just run up on her and throw whatever they do on her and set her on fire. Now, sometimes they'll say, yeah, ain't no normal sane person going to do something like that, but shoot, you got some people who are normal and sane and have done things just out of the spite of evil. With this situation, it's just confusing because you could have started a major fire technically on that train line. And then those people that would have had to go out there or come from out there would have been messed up. And the sad part about it is, it is true. It's like there's no way you could tell me somebody was able to do this type of damage and they still got away with it. Like, there's no way. That's why I was saying to a degree, some people was talking about, oh, need to defund it. No, I'm gonna tell you right now, in the city, we still understaffed as far as NYPD cops and shit is concerned. Now you do have some detectives back on the beat, but other than that, what you had mostly, even during this quote unquote pandemic, you just had nothing but blue and whites. But even they are understaffed. I talked to 3 people that I know are cops, and they say, "Yo, it's crazy that we really understaffed. Like, nobody wants to be a cop or nobody wants to join the force because of specific situations." But I would say this in the heartbeat: for some who really feel that that's what they want to do, y'all should try to join the academy, get yourselves acclimated. And it's sad because again, it didn't have to go that way. And that right there could have started up a whole morning traffic jam. Lucky it happened on a Sunday and not during the peak days or during the weekdays, during the rush hours and things like that. Because again, you got people who are either coming from work, going to work. Some people are about to start traveling. For those who don't have cars, they about to start traveling on these trains. And again, they shouldn't have to worry about too much while doing so. But it's sad that you will see something like that, and instead of y'all trying to get help immediately, you just sit there and watch things happen. I would say for those who are traveling on these trains, y'all make sure it doesn't matter where the hell you at in the 5 boroughs. Y'all make sure y'all keeping your eyes and ears open for everything. I just went to go visit my goddaughter over the weekend. She's about to be a new mother. I'm about to be another damn godfather. Y'all pray for me, son. Pray for me. But you know, and even then, I was cool. It just is a good thing it was too cold Saturday for the nonsense. Cause shoot, I keep my eyes and open, keep my eyes and ears open on anytime I'm traveling throughout the boroughs. Then you have to, because you do have some people who are mentally sick who are on these trains, and sometimes they not having any meds or being too loopy, little too dangerous. Sometimes these people come in already agitated and ready to start something. And that's the saddest thing about it. Like prime example, the young man that lost his life on that L train. It's crazy because it's near holidays. You want to be laid up with the family, but now your family got to try to plan for your burial. And nobody should have to go through that, especially during the season. Yeah, I had fun, but I knew at a certain time it was time for me to dip out because, especially on that end, you don't even got to worry about trains. Shoot, you got to worry about coming out the buildings, carver houses and shit like that. Man, listen, them niggas is wild up there. I fuck with people up there, but the niggas is wild. So, I already knew. I said, all right, well, it's gonna be too cold to be trying to come back late neither. And then again, you never know when some of these things are taking place. That's why you still got to be on board. You still got to be safe and visual, no matter what. Even during the rush hour, when something don't seem right, y'all know to either try to flag down the cops, or if you have to try to intervene for that time frame until assistance can come, then you do so. But the saddest thing I've seen, at least in my city, and this is the saddest thing again, is that there's certain crimes that are happening even towards elderly folks. And again, people are not reporting it. People are not standing up on it. It's crazy. Because again, that could be your grandmother, your grandfather, anybody that's elderly in your family. Are you going to allow somebody randomly to just come attack them? No, I'm quite sure you wouldn't. So, it shouldn't take but so much to say, let me intervene and try to stop something that I can stop. It's not saying, oh, risk your life. But no, you got to make sure that the safety of everybody else around you is intact too. But this is why, again, it's a collective effort. And that's the thing, is getting too dangerous. And again, some people should not have to worry about burying family members, especially around this time. Now, I understand for some, you know, it's not an easy thing because some people have lost people due to health issues, so on and so forth. So yeah, it's going to be a little eerie around these times. But for everything else, nah, you got to be safe and visual, man. Like a lot of you young men and women out there, like I said, you keep talking about opposition and stuff like that. Your opposition are the things that are destroying you and destroying your community. But you're not doing nothing against that. But you'll do something quick against your brother and sister, which is crazy. It's time for y'all to start really opening up that third eye and seeing what you really need to see. It's sad too, because again, that lady was homeless. That lady wasn't bothering nobody. So there was no need for you to run up and set her on fire. Just like a while back, I told y'all about young kids trying to jump this homeless man, but I think he cut one of their asses. Because once I heard some screaming and heard running, that means he must have got a good lick off. And this is what I'm saying. I don't condone too much of the violence. I don't condone certain shit. But in that situation right there, I condoned it because y'all all was wrong anyway, trying to jump somebody that was minding their business, trying to find somewhere to sleep. Y'all want to try to get a little viral click and something else, and then it didn't work out for you. One of y'all went screaming up the block like somebody done literally took everything from you. So that should tell y'all something. And for some of you youngins who are out there doing that type of shit, just be prepared. For some of these people that you trying to attack, some of these people you are trying to do whatever to, it's not going to go as easy as you think it's going to go. It really ain't. It's sad because again, a loss of life. Regardless to anybody's living situation, they don't deserve to go out like that. And that's why I said it's very important for people to pay attention to the all in all signs. And even though this happened on an isolated car, it still doesn't matter. That right there, happening the way it happened, could have started up and probably could have disturbed train traffic for portions of the day. I know the other week, um, on that on the F line, no, on the A train line, I know they lost power that morning and didn't get power back up and running on that whole line until sometime in the evening. You gotta think about it. We in a city where this train is moving 24/7. Even after a certain time, if it's going or making reroutes or if it's going local, still doesn't matter. The trains are moving. It's always constant movement. Um, in certain situations, you're gonna have to make detours because they trying to renovate and redesign a lot of the train stations that need redesign. Some of them train stations out in these cities still don't have the proper wheelchair accessibility, elevators, and all of that to get to the platform. So yeah, they doing a lot of different things. So for some people, it's a pain in the neck, especially on the weekends, because some of these trains are going to be rerouted on certain lines. For everything else, it's just like I said, you got to worry about a lot. You got people walking around here, not just homeless and destitute, but you got people who are walking around here with mental issues and destitute, and they are also, you know, very irate, very irate because again, look what's going on. Not getting the proper help. There's too much going on. They getting run around. Not good at all. Ladies, baby, happy holidays to y'all. Hopefully, y'all enjoy yourselves too. For everybody that's just pulling in, y'all make sure y'all hit that like button. But yeah, this is something that need to be covered for those in the city again, especially those who might be using public transportation. Again, because not everybody can afford a car, or not everybody can drive a car, or shoot. Some people used to taking transportation on the public side because again, if I don't have to go pay for parking and do this, and if I don't gotta go but so far, then I could leave my car home and go on the bus or the train. But I would tell y'all, even on the bus and the trains, to please be careful and be watchful on everything. And again, if something don't seem right, make sure you try to dial for some form of assistance. Because that right there is a scary moment. And that had to be scary for anybody who did witness that situation. Just again, somebody burning to death. And it's sad because again, it was uncalled for and unwarranted. Now again, this person looks like a whole migrant. Now, if they do catch this suspect, right? What y'all think is going to happen? Do you think they're going to allow them to slap on the wrist and let them go, or are they going to start serving them like they would serve any one of us? 9 out of 10, if this would have been one of us doing something like that, oh yeah, you already know it's under the jail fee. But it seemed like when it come to these people who have just come here, they are getting arrested, but then they going right back through a revolving door. It's like, what can I do to you when you don't live here? You don't even fully got an address. You don't got none of the whatever. So the only thing I could do is just do this and get you on about your way. Nah. Anybody that comes to this country and does any crimes, I don't care. They need to be served the same way they would be serving us. How is that fair that you're letting a certain group of people go for committing crimes, but when it comes to the group that have been here, oh no, it's automatically arrested. You ain't going nowhere. Sit yourself in these cells. Well, a lot of you women out there who might be traveling and have to use the public transportation again, just make sure you carrying the things that you need. Some pepper spray or something along those lines to defend yourself, just in case of a situation. For you fellas out there, doesn't matter if you toting the strap or not. Just make sure that you on point with everything, and if you got to be on go, to be on go. Again, safety over everything. And I would implore that for anybody because, again, I know it's going to be a lot to deal with during Christmas and even during the New Year. A lot of y'all going to be outside traveling or going through outside events. Make sure that whatever events you're going to, you got some form of escape plan just in case of anything. And again, just making sure that you are keeping your eyes open for everything that need be because it's getting tricky out here now. Another thing, again, for some of y'all that are dealing with health issues right now and health crises, if you know that your body is not at 100%, please make sure you are getting the proper treatment, the proper care that you're supposed to get. Um, Again, for those who might feel under the weather due to the flu or whatever the case is, even that too. If you gotta travel but you know you sick, you gotta make sure you somewhere or with someone, just in case if something does happen, y'all got a quick way to get to where you gotta get to, the emergency room. But I would also advise a lot of y'all if you don't have to travel, you know, stay home. Your health is more important than anything. Again, it's sad because there's so many different things that are happening right now. But again, the fact that somebody was set on fire, especially on the train, that's that's above and beyond. That's probably one of the worst things I probably done seen or almost encountered in my time being in the city. Yeah, you hear about people being pushed on. That's another thing too. Be careful on these subway platforms because you got people who are doing those type of situations too, pushing people on the platform, pushing them off the platforms onto the tracks, pushing them in front of trains. There's really time for the safety to be to the max, basically. We need it right now. There's a lot of you young ones out there who are doing the street performances and stuff like that, especially around the Times Square area. Y'all make sure that y'all keeping yourself safe. I see some of them people, they posting up videos on TikTok and they posting up the videos on YouTube. But for some of y'all, I know that y'all like to use the train station for your little dance routines and steps, but you still got to remember to pay close attention to everything. Because God forbid it be your luck, you think you're going to set up for a little viral moment and somebody can almost mess that up. Again, you young men and women out there who are doing the street performances, keep yourself safe. Y'all make sure that y'all grouped up in the right level. And when things don't seem right, follow your gut instinct. You'll see that it serves you right a lot of times. See, again, in this city right here is too much going on. It's active. We can say that there's more than 7 million people, or at least about that, within all five, or just the whole state of New York, period. You might think we a small, small state, but we not. All five boroughs is big as shit. So there's definitely more than what you think living out here. But again, be safe and be aware of things. For those who might be traveling and coming to the city, it's the same thing. Be careful where you're going. Make sure that you're in the right spots. And also, again, if you have to use whatever to protect yourself, then you protect yourself at all costs. Another thing I want to speak about is something that I spoke about a while back. I'm gonna bring this back up again. There's some of you who are messing up good events just because of nonsense. It's time to start letting some of those things go. Prime example, don't come to no baby shower or an event like that and then you start messing up the event. A baby shower is supposed to be a joyous occasion for not just the mother but the father to be. So my thing is, if they are putting something together for the people to come through and everything else, then you make sure that there is no negative energy there that will basically stifle or corrupt the party. Went to a baby shower recently and glad I left when I did. The minute I got home and heard the madness, I didn't want to hear it. I'm like, again, be mindful of what you setting up for and make sure that if you don't want any form of energy in there that's going to mess up everything, and guess what? Do what you got to do. Juju, what's going on? What's going on? But yeah, you make sure you're doing what's necessary. Stop coming with this notion of negativity, violence, and anger. It's sad. You trying to have something for the people. Like even prime example, there's certain events right now that are about to happen. How much you want to bet some of those events will get messed up just because of wrong people coming in and then the wrong people also creating that chaos and that negativity. Whatever issues you might have with somebody, if y'all both are going to a function where y'all both could be at, save that shit for outside. It's like coming to somebody's family barbecue and then you messing it up by, just bringing up and stirring up drama. It's pointless. Again, these are supposed to be joyous occasions for people, not having to worry about, damn, maybe the next time we should do something else. Shouldn't have to feel that way. I think again, it's very important for people to really start getting more in tune with themselves. It's very important because to be honest, there's some of y'all who will be quick to go and destroy and disturb something, but you don't like it when it's the other way around. And that's not a good look again at all. It is time for some of y'all to put differences to the side when it comes to being a part of good events. Nobody shouldn't have to worry about gunshots going off. Nobody should have to worry about a big fight and a commotion happening. And somebody definitely shouldn't have to worry about almost losing their life because of whatever issues that stem from outside. And I've always said if the issues are not that serious, leave the shit alone. I've always said that anybody had an issue, the issue should have been dealt with then and there. Don't let that shit simmer. Don't let that shit wait till the weather get nice, or don't wait until forever to want to address something and do something. That's corny right there. Because if you had an issue, you should have just said what you need to say then, or you should have did what you need to do then. Why hold on to that and then you wait till you get to some form of event and then you mess it up? Like how many times do you see why some people don't like even going to the clubs right now? That's one reason. You know, nowadays you don't know what to expect. And then again, you got some people who are going to do things again because that's how they're going to do. That's in their nature to cause mischief and confusion. But again, if that's the way you going to live, then don't bring that negativity somewhere where everybody's having fun. Make yourself look crazy by even doing so. That'd be like me coming to somebody's wedding and then I'm starting up a whole bunch of madness that don't need to be started up. At some point, it's either I'm gonna get exited up out of there, or everybody's mood swings and mood set is going to be changed and different. Some people are causing situations because they are going to places where they're not invited. And I've always said this to some people that need to hear this, and I'll say this to people who need to hear this again. Do not bring yourself somewhere where you are not wanted. Don't bring yourself somewhere they don't appreciate you. You know, you should know who to resonate with and who your people are. And even if you're going to be at an event where it's public and anybody could go, again, you might have came across somebody you got an issue with. Leave all of that outside. Find something else to do. Get rid of that. Yeah, I should do something to this person right now, but you know what? I ain't going to do that. Because then that's going to mess up everybody else's fun, and I ain't trying to be a part of that. Another thing I'm going to talk about for some of you young ones out there that need to hear this is some of you putting yourselves in the early, or yeah, people who put themselves into an early grave because of doing things that they know for a fact could have dire consequences. Prime example for some of you, if you know somebody is married and you're dealing with them, or you're trying to deal, first of all, let me say this the right way. If you know somebody is married, before you try to pursue them, before you try to do anything along those lines, that person needs to make sure that they are getting the proper papers in order for divorce, and they need to make sure that there's not no issue with them moving on. Um, some people have been a part of that. Some people not knowing that these people are still married or dealing with people, and it's not fit. Because again, look at some of the people who wasn't aware of people's relationship statuses, and even they got a blunt end or the worst end of that stick. But I would say for anybody, men and women out there, if you know a person you got eyes for is definitely still married, forget that. Oh, we separated now. Because even if they separate, that doesn't mean shit. In certain instances, it don't. You want to make sure that you don't have nothing underlying to worry about when it comes down to quote unquote dealing with that person. I've seen one or two people that knew that they was dealing with somebody married and all, and guess what? Shit didn't turn out right. Once you know certain things like that, that's when you're supposed to use your better judgment. Riaz, what's going on, my guy? You're supposed to use your better judgment. If I know for a fact I got eyes for somebody and I'm about to make my move, I'm going to do my due diligence and my research to make sure there's nothing underlying that I don't know about. Because I do not want to come across any surprises or anything along those lines. But see, there's a lot of y'all who sit here, know that you're in a relationship, know that you're married, and refuse to say anything. And then you'll lead certain people on to a degree But then look at what happens after that: chaos and confusion. I said this a while back, and I'm gonna say it again. There's a lot of y'all that just need to be upfront and honest with the people you're trying to quote unquote build with, or the people that you got eyes for. And again, once you hear anything that's marriage involved, step back. If that person actually wants to deal with you and build with you, then they will do everything necessary to make sure they take care of what's needed so they can move on. And some of y'all who refuse to get divorced because you'll try to say, oh, it's this and oh, it's that. It shouldn't matter. If you're unhappy, there should be no reason why you still are carrying somebody's last name. Or it should be no reason why you even still trying to keep it going. Like I told some people, I need to tell them, marriage is a big step. And if that's the thing you're going to do, if you are with the right person, then hey, I'm all for it. Don't just get married to anybody and then suffer the consequences later, basically. It's important. It's important that you get to know people real well before you try to make any form of plans with them. Again, look how many young people have lost their lives just because of that. Thinking that they building with somebody, thinking that they building with somebody who's legit. And then come to find out they're not as legit as they say they are. There's going to be situations where some of y'all who think that, oh, you might have gotten somebody and oh, well, they separated, but they not worried about that person. They worried about me. And again, shouldn't be chasing after nobody that's married. Difference if they was divorced, and then you do what you do. Don't chase after people again that you know for a fact are in committed marriages. I would say for some of y'all again, if you feel your marriage is on the rocks, go seek some form of professional help, or y'all sit down and have the grown folks talk and conversation about it. Platty, baby. Happy holidays. Hope all is well with you. Doing good, doing good. But yeah, again, there's some of y'all who are just too, excuse my language, shitting and lazy to file for divorce papers. It doesn't matter about the process or any of that. If you are really that unhappy with somebody and you feel this is the way you're gonna go about it, then go through it the whole way. You also got to remember that there are some people who take marriage not just as sacred, but they take that as a real, commitment. They're not just going to be willing to leave you or vice versa. Because to be honest, you know, from a certain aspect, um, say you're not supposed to do nothing unless one of them are gone. But like I said, I'll delve into that on another day. Serious, baby. But again, for some of you youngins out there, be mindful in the decisions you make and be careful of the people that you chasing. Again, you should make sure that this person A isn't married or in a committed relationship. B, you need to make sure it's not just a baby mother, baby father type of situation you got to be dealing with. And again, just making sure that the person you're dealing with has a full, full head on their head. Just making sure that there's no loops or unforeseen things, period. To be quite honest, I've always felt the minute you lie about your marital status or your relationship status, that's a no go. That's a recipe for disaster. I've always felt like that was also a blockage of blessings because, again, not happy with the person, or if you already knew what this person was about, shouldn't have took that extra step. You took the extra step, you need to sit there and commit to it. But for some of y'all, if you see that things ain't moving right already, don't move or push any further with anything that you don't need to. Again, it's about safety over everything. That's just like if you got a feeling somebody that you got the thing for might be dealing with somebody. You know, Again, do your due diligence and research. But I would tell anybody, don't lie about your status. There's no need to. When you lying to somebody about your status, that's kind of showing weakness right there. Because if you could lie and try to conceal that, what else would you try to lie and conceal? Something to really think about, right? Think about the people who didn't know these people were in relationships and married. And then when the person got caught out there, you know, look how everything switched up. And that's the thing. I watched a couple of little videos, and some of those videos, it was sad because these people was left out the loop, not knowing that this is what it really was with the people they was having a thing for or chasing. That's just like with one dude, you couldn't get mad at the other dude, especially when he was being sincere and honest and told you he didn't know nothing. He never mentioned anything, and if it's coming from the truthful place, you can't check that man. You need to check the woman that you with. Now, in that one video I watched, dude had to check. He checked the woman more than he checked the man because, again, that man didn't know nothing. Be mindful on things you doing, especially on the internet. And this is how some of y'all are setting yourselves up now. Again, think about the people you hurt when you lie like that. If you know you in a situation that you're trying to get out of, you need to let that person know before anything. Listen, um, in the middle of a divorce, or you know, I'm in the in the middle of some form of a breakup, etc., etc. Or I'm going through some rough times right now, etc., etc. And let them know what it is from there. Let them make the decision if they still want to push forward with you or not. But again, if you plan on getting out there and mingling and getting with somebody, you need to make sure that you are not legally bonded or tied down to somebody else. Period. You don't know how difficult it is for some. I feel bad because there are some people, again, lost their lives thinking that they was dealing with somebody and that was it. and come to find out that person was dealing with either one or multiple people. I've always said this too, and I'm gonna say it again. You're not ready for any form of tie down and real commitment. Don't waste your time trying to jump the broom. It's not gonna work. It's not gonna work. And it's gonna look bad on you. I feel like this. Once you have done something and some form of violence or loss of life happen, you need to be held responsible. I'm gonna say this again for you young men and women out there. If you're in a committed relationship with somebody, but you're unhappy, you need to sit down and have that talk with them and let them know why you're unhappy. And from there, if things don't work out, then y'all should move away from each other. Some people will try to do the utmost by trying to stay together with somebody that they know for a fact isn't making them happy. That's not fair at all. GJ, what's going on, my guy? I told you about coming out here shadow hugging and you ain't got my lottery tickets. Now you got to get one of these too. Come over here with that. Come over here with that, man. No, but it's the truth though. You don't just jump into anything head first. No, you got to have perfect, careful execution. But again, it is about vetting out the people that you seek. Now, again, for some of the videos I've seen of people being cheated on or finding out that they significant others is cheating, two of those videos in particular, I respected the men because they didn't spaz on the other dudes. They didn't try to, in some of those situations, it can be bad because depending on the person that found out they got cheated on, it can turn left. And one situation, the dude went off and let both of them have it. And those two people he let have it ain't here no more. And he's locked up. So again, in certain instances, you can't tell somebody when they in that state of rage to try to calm down. Again, you never know what the situation is. So again, make sure these people are mentally stable, number one. And again, just start being real and being honest. I think that's a problem that we lack now. Communication on all levels. Appreciate you, serious baby. Working hard in these damn chicken wings on my back, baby. Yeah, my bad, y'all. Just got finished cooking. I had to push the live back a half an hour, yo. Oh man. But again, you you take a risk when you are playing around in certain situations. And again, marriage is a commitment and a big step. And if you are not prepared for that, and you shouldn't jump into it. Again, know who you are jumping the broom with. Know who you are getting into any form of situation with. It's very important right now. And seeing this the thing. Um, by lying and not being honest with a person, you are going to continue to have the same problems. Those problems will be as is. Nothing is going to stand firm with you because look what's going on. That's a whole fact, GJ. But this is what I'm saying. There's no need to lie. Prime example, if you are in the middle of a divorce, then you should wait till that divorce is fully over before you start trying to jump out into the single and mingle life. Because you have some people who just are like that. I'm not dealing with you if I know you married. I'm not dealing with you if I know you still on papers with people. I'm not doing none of that. Mm. And some people are gonna respect that level anyway. You can say, "Oh, I'm separated from my well, you still married on paper?" Nope, I'm not doing that. See, again, just be mindful of what you're doing. Be careful on how you're doing things. It really is important because you don't want to have a scenario where something gets blown out of proportion. Same way, prime example, women feel a type of way when men cheat on them. It's the same way. Don't think just because we tough and we rugged that we don't have feelings and emotions. Because there are some men who literally crash all the way out, especially if somebody done messed up something that they was building. Again, you don't know how a person will turn out or what could be the possible outcome, especially when they find out their world just got shook upside down. See, again, it's about self-respect and it's about principles and morals. Say what you want to say about me. I know for a fact I'm not trying to go along with anybody that I know is married. I wouldn't care if they was trying to throw it at me. Nope. You are still, by the eyes of the man upstairs, you are still in a life bonding contract with somebody. I'm not going to be the one that's going to come in there and mess up or not going to be the home wrecker. And there's some of you women who know some of these men are married too and will do the same thing. You don't care. It's about just trying to get to that person. You're not always going to get what you want, but you should focus on the things that you need. Things that you need should be this. You need somebody who is not tied to anybody else. Because if it's supposed to be about building, how can y'all build together or even get to know anything about each other? Somebody that set sun on fire, y'all. My bad. How you gonna get to know somebody, or how you gonna get to see where things go from point A to point B if you're not doing your due diligence and research? And again, the minute you do find out somebody is in those situations, you back off. It's just that simple. Back off. Because guess what? You have some people who are definitely good liars who sit there and try to tell you that this is what it is in a situation, and knowing that's far from the truth. And that's the thing. You're supposed to think about the overall bigger picture. Your overall bigger picture, safety. Safety before everything. Let me make sure that I don't have to worry about, you know, I don't gotta worry about, violent, violent situations happening behind whatever. The sad part about some of these people again is that y'all gotta think you're stringing somebody along for what? Just for some form of personal gain. But if you ain't happy with the person is not doing whatever, And let them know. Shit, let the people know that you're unhappy. See, we'll stand up and be boisterous and everything else when it's not warranted. But when it should be warranted, crickets. Nah, I hear you, GJ. Nah, I mean that's the truth though. I mean it's just in general. You know, there's some of y'all who just put yourself in a situation, you made your bed, now you lying it. But again, if you don't plan on being tied down to nobody, or if you don't plan on being with a person but for so long, you need to sit there and let things be known from Jump Street. Hence why I said when you know you coming to the table with somebody, y'all sit down and discuss the things that need to be discussed. And from then, you'll figure out whatever. Young fellas out there, you got good women out there, or you got you a good woman that's showing you what a queen is supposed to be. Don't fuck that up just because you want to go and get your nut off with somebody else. You're fucking yourself up. Sorry for saying it that way, but you are. You're fucking yourselves up out of something great. Some of y'all don't never give the chances the way you're supposed to give the chances to those people. Then again, look what happens. You know, these people end up finding out the hard way that the people that they thought they was invested in ain't invested in them. See, the thing is, there's some of y'all that just gotta control what's between your legs. Control that. Fellas, stop just thinking with your lower extremities. Use your brain, use your heart, and definitely use your spirit. And vice versa. You ladies do the same thing. One thing I get tired of hearing, and it seems to be a repeated pattern with some of you men and women out there, you'll sit here and say, oh, it ain't no good men out here. Oh, it ain't no good women out here. Everybody trifling. Not everybody's trifling. First of all, there's too many people in this world. Let's get this straight. There's too many damn people on this world as we speak now. And if you feeling like there's certain things not happening or resonating within your area or your surroundings, then time to change it. And you can't sit there and put everybody in the same general consensus. Not every man is out there beating on a woman, cheating on a woman, or trying to unalive a woman. And vice versa. Not every woman is out there being a hoe. Not every woman is out there sucking and fucking. Excuse my language, y'all, but I'm being real. These are the type of things you hear even in the streets. And not every woman is out there doing a person's wrong. When a good woman get with a good man, guess what? A lot of good things transpire. When when snakes in the grass get with snakes in the grass, you tend to see the things happen. Again, for some of you fellas out there, you know you in a deep committed relationship. Don't string along no other women and don't bring them into some sort of madness. And again, if you're unhappy with somebody that you are supposed to be dealing with, tell them. You know, that's the thing though. Exactly, Platty. You know, that's the thing though. You know, you got people that'll say that. No, but the problem is you keep picking the same type of people. All right, well, guess what? You know, this one seemed different. You know what? Let me just no, you still gotta be airy and you still gotta be aware of what's going on. You know, You can't sit here and put everybody in the same general consensus of things. Again, not every man is beating and cheating on a women. Not every woman is running the street and just having a bunch of kids with a bunch of. It's not every woman. The reason why I'm trying to give this out today to a degree, at least this part of the live, is because there's a lot of y'all that are putting yourselves in positions. And again, if you know things ain't going to be where you think it should be, there should be no reason to bring no kids involved into that situation as well too. You're trying to avoid being a quote unquote baby mother or just a baby father. Uh, you got to make sure that before you bring any kids into that world, you and that person are on the same page. And I would also say the minute that things don't turn out right, or the minute that you find out things ain't really right, you still got an option to leave. Some people would say, "Oh, it's easier said than done." No, it could be done. Let me would have been married and found out my wife was cheating on me. If I feel it can't be rectified and worked out, sorry, those papers will be in the mail. Or them papers will be getting served. Because at the end of the day, it's about your preservation and your happiness. And it's also about your safety. How can I trust you if I feel you out here doing this and you doing that? Or when I know you're out here doing this and doing that, how can I be trustworthy of you? And how could you even deem yourself safe around me? Who knows what you do? And that's what I'm saying. You know, the world is a big but small place. It's a big place because again, you don't have to just be within your realm. You could be moving around. In some situations, you just follow your gut more than anything. But this notion of there are no good men out there, there are no good women out there, that's false advertisement, false allegation. The problem again is because you keep picking and choosing the same type of people. You might think you choosing something different, but it could be the same brand of thing. But again, if you learned from your first mistake or your first whatever, you should already know the signs to look out for, like I said before. I mean, that's the thing. Um, Whether you decide to move, whether you decide to just change your scenery, or hey, just change the way you go about dating and trying to find somebody. Again, you gotta follow your gut more than anything. When your spirit feel right about it, you'll feel right about it. You have people who will do the greatest things from the kindness of their heart. Not so much as because they try to impress you, but they'll do those things because if they really are generally interested in you, this is what's a sample of things to come, basically. Oh, give me 1 second, y'all. And I would say this, Platty, if that's what you're gonna do, again, just make sure you being safe and following your gut. That's anybody, you know. It's all about, again, it's just about the spirit of things. If things don't feel right, you already know where to go from there. But the one thing to also remember is never let your mind play tricks on you. See, because there's some of you who have allowed your minds to play tricks on you because you've been played one or too many times. So now you feel like everybody is a player, everybody is out for some form of whatever. But again, you got to remember, not everybody thinks the same and move the same. Y'all can have differences on certain things, right? You gotta have differences on certain things. You know, you should have a difference of mindset depending on what your previous situations were. But again, if you've learned from your first mistake, then you really don't have much to cover up on. You know, the minute you start seeing certain signs of things, that's when you start investigating and you start just doing what you need to do. You know, again, be vigilant and be observant. You know, again, told people you got to start loving yourself, respecting yourself. And then from there, you know, you move on. But you got to remember to keep your principles and morals in play. Again, you might have found somebody that could be nice, but you know, you still are not out the water yet. Still not clear out the water yet and out the sky. Make sure everything is where it need to be at. Fellas, you finding somebody that you digging on, make sure they don't have a husband, a boyfriend, a baby father, or a crazy either one of those situations. I don't know. It's time for people to start really like thinking for themselves. See, the problem with some of y'all, you'll allow everything that you see on the media or even social media to tell you what to do or tell you how things should be done. No, you need to follow your moral compass, follow your principle compass. Damn, shorty bad, but I know she married. Well, you know she's married, so you should just leave it alone. Don't even push on it, you know, and leave things be. Nah, I hear you, GJ, but see, that's the thing. You're not going to find somebody who is just like you. You want to find somebody who's compatible with you. They're not going to be the same as you. They're not going to have the same personality or traits. Opposites attract, right? You know, again, follow your gut instinct. Some of y'all stop jumping out this window before it be too late. Once you jump out that window, there is no coming back from anything. Again, for some of y'all who want to be out here doing what you're doing, again, you should be protected. You want to avoid that 9 months later, or you want to avoid that trip to the clinic or to the doctor. Uh, get yourselves right. Again, do the backgrounds when needed. Do the background checks when needed. My bad, y'all trying to figure out where the hell this damn fire. They been back and forth today too. Um, but yeah, follow your gut, man. Think for yourself. Stop allowing other outside things and entities to think for you. And honestly, there are some people who are giving out some of the worst advice ever, or they don't even got their situation fully straight, and they on here giving advice to people. Again, you never know who could be watching. You never know who could actually be trying to learn something or gain some form of info. So stop just pushing that narrative of there is no good people out there. You got a long ways to go when it comes to doing what's needed. Not gonna lie, it's just not fair. Give me 1 second. What okay, I thought they was in front of my building. Y'all, my bad. But yeah, you know, this is my thing. Give yourself some form of, some form of clarity. Not gonna lie to you. You know, you have to know what's best for you. You have to know what's safe for you. And again, for some of y'all who think you just want to be out here and doing whatever, okay, make sure you keeping yourself protected and keeping yourselves wise. Don't end up finding out something the hard way. Again, for some of you ladies out there, if you know the person you got eyes for is married or dealing with somebody on a serious tip, have that respect. Vice versa. Some of you fellas the same way. You know, a girl or you know the woman is dealing with somebody, fall back. I don't care how much you think you like them or how much you think whatever. You still got to take that precaution. If that person is feeling the same way about you to a degree, even in a situation, then guess what? They will figure out whatever so it can work or that it can happen. But even still, I wouldn't even take that chance. Just find somebody that's not tied down to nobody. Find somebody who's going to be for you, who's going to accept you, love you, and give you everything that you need. Not so much as what you want. Give you everything that you need for a long, sustaining relationship. Not going to hold y'all all afternoon because I still got one or two little things to do. Um, I would have dropped the link, but I know ain't nobody popping up. At least not today. That is cool, only because I just wanted to cover on a few things. But again, you get tired of hearing people say there's no good men out there, there's no good women out there. Everybody is this, everybody is that. No, what the problem is, there's people that are not thinking for themselves. They're allowing their friends, they're allowing social media, they're even allowing what they're watching on TV to plague their minds. I'm going to say this again for some of y'all women that need to hear. If you think the BBLs and the plastic surgeries and all the augmentations you doing to your body is supposed to be for your quote unquote um, self esteem to rise up, mm-mm, you shouldn't think that that's the way to move. Again, some of y'all should be blessed and be happy with what you have. Look here, not every woman is meant to be the same. Some women are going to be skinny minis for life. Some might be thickums. Some might be super bigums, and so on and so forth. And it's the same thing with the fellas. But see, this is the problem I've noticed too. Again, this is why some of these situations are occurring the way they're occurring. Again, y'all moving more on the lust factor of things instead of moving on the trust factor. I'm gonna keep implementing that even into the new year. Damn, she bad. I gotta get her. First things first, you need to make sure she's not dealing with nobody. And you need to really make sure that she's not lying to you. And even if she really is into you, you still gotta take precautions. And vice versa. That person might be into you, but take precautions. Again, for some of y'all, start thinking for yourself. Start motivating yourself for bigger and greater things. Main thing you should focus on is yourself. Don't rush no process that don't need to be rushed at all. You know, take time out. Take time out to know the person. Because once you got knowledge yourself, now it's just about knowledge of the people around you. You know, telling you this right now before I do get up out of here. Um, there's no greater feeling in the world than knowing that you got somebody that has your back, your front, everything else. And there's no greater feeling than somebody that's actually giving you all of you and all to you, and vice versa. You found somebody who is able to create and share things with you. And again, you're gonna go through some tests in life. You know, you're gonna go through some tests during your process. You know, but the most important thing to remember is again, build an establishment the way you're supposed to build it. You can't build great buildings or even strong possibilities for life if you're not thinking about the strong possibilities you do have in your life. The strong possibility suits, I could possibly be with somebody great, and I could possibly be moving on to something greater with them. Or I could possibly have something lesser value. How long is that lesser value gonna last? Again, I'm gonna say this. If you don't plan on committing to anybody, if you are just trying to be on the single and mingle tip, then let the person know. And if you do find somebody that you take interest in, again, make sure that there's nothing underlying or nothing left out of the loop. That's the best way you keep yourself safe more than anything. Again, start thinking for yourself, start believing in yourself, start following your heart and your spirit, follow what feels right for you. And again, to avoid making any form of critical mistakes, make sure that a person is not tied to anybody. And I mean anybody. Everything else along those lines you think might work, it won't work if you find out that that's what it is, that this person is still tied to that. You're not going to move forward with somebody if both of them are still on papers. Just keep it real with yourselves. Have the decencies and morals and principles for yourself. Well, before I get up out of here, I do want to take the time to thank everybody that's been a part of the build, still becoming a part of the build. Yes, we still got content even coming into the new year. Yeah, I haven't been on here every day, but that's because it's been a lot of busy days as of recently. And there's more busy days coming. Uh, like I said, whether I'm on here every day or every other day, doesn't matter. Still going to get some form of a great talk and conversation. And the next live I do, I'm definitely dropping the link because I want everybody's opinions on a few things. So, still bringing some other stuff up. But for those celebrating birthdays, I ain't forget about you Capricorn babies. Oh, you Capricorn babies here. One more again for you blessed Capricorns up in here. Too obvious, okay, I like your confidence. Oh, this one could comments, okay, like Kalani's. Roger like Kalani's, okay. And hopefully y'all enjoy y'all weeks. Enjoy your birthday weeks, your holidays, your New Year's. If I don't see y'all before then, enjoy every moment of life. Keep creating and building memories. And oh yeah, get your dance on for your boy. One more get
it. Good with a slick mouth. You better not run up on me. If you do, then I'ma trip out. You better not run up on me. If you do, then I'ma trip out. 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 You better not run up on me.
Oh yeah, don't worry. And for those that are getting a grub on like I'm about to do.
All I ever wanted was a black grand national. Fuck being rational. Give them what they asked for. It's not enough. Few solid niggas left, but it's not enough. Few bitches that are really stepped, but it's not enough. Say you bigger than myself, but it's not enough. I get on their ass. Yeah, somebody gotta do it. I made them niggas mad. Yeah, somebody gotta do it. I take.
Oh, for those that were missing, new Troja.
Second bad, but somebody gotta do it. Got my foot up on the gas, but somebody gotta do it. Turn this TV off. Turn this TV off.
No, I had to be a fool with that shit. I see y'all here dancing series, baby. Hey. Oh, don't worry. I ain't forget about y'all. I did not forget about y'all again. Wait. For the email that's coming. Not my problem. That's just not my problem. Not my problem. That's just not my problem. There you go. There you go. There you go. Oh. Just in case if I ain't here on Christmas, here, hold it down real quick. I had to be a fool with it. Oh, and for all future haters, oh yeah, let me make this clear. Because apparently some of y'all still feel the need to say stupid shit on my shorts, right? But guess what? The only thing that's not working is you unemployed Floyds that got something to say. So here, take one of mine. There you go. There you go. Common sense would tell somebody, right? If you don't like what somebody is doing, you don't necessarily even have to say nothing. Just keep it pushing. Don't get mad because these short videos are funnier than anything in your life. Oh yeah, hold this down real quick.
These niggas talking out of their neck. Don't put no coughing out of your mouth. I'm way too paranoid for a threat. Hey, let's get it, bro. DOT, the money, power, respect. The last one is better. Say yes, a lot of goofies with a check. I mean, I hope them sentiments symbolic.
No doubt, GJ. And again, for everybody that might be celebrating, even those who don't celebrate. Again, going into a new year, we don't know what the hell could transpire within that new year. But in between time, in the meantime, focus on the main things you need to do. Focus on what's going to make you happy, make your family happy, but also focus on the things that you need to focus on. Life is too short to be worrying about all the what ifs and so on and so forth. Got to keep pushing forward. Oh, wait, but I ain't forget about y'all. Oh man, don't worry. Wait a minute, Platty. What you mean you calling the police? What you calling the police for? Hold on. I'm catching up with the chat. What you mean you calling the police on me for what? Here, no, call the police and come get your nephew here. There you go. Come get your nephew. Come get your other nephew too. Don't worry. There you go. You've been missing Auntie Platty. Oh. Oh. Nah, but again, hopefully all of y'all enjoy y'all Christmas Eves, Christmas, New Year's. And again, for those who are unable to try to enjoy themselves, please try to keep your spirits high. Healing prayers to those who might need it, especially those, again, who might be having severe health issues. And again, for those who are unaware, please make sure y'all saying and keeping prayers for Papa Will. I'm still trying to find out what's all going on, but again, I would hope that all of y'all try to keep yourselves as healthy and as safe as possible for following year and all of that. Oh wait, hold up! I didn't forget about this. Somebody asked me to play this today.
5, 6, 7, 8. You a baddie, the type I appreciate. With no makeup, you looking good in the face. Natural body, I'm loving how it's shaped.
I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hoes coming in, so I gotta bring the guys with me. Said he get the dirty outside. Heard there was some free, so I had to bring her down with me. Oh, you with it? I'm gone. Come to the bathroom, give me that dome. Yo, man's get the tripping, brody.
Yeah, don't encourage the madness. I owe this to somebody too.
I don't wanna go to work. I don't wanna work tomorrow. I just ain't tryna go to work. I don't wanna work tomorrow. I don't wanna go to work. I don't wanna work tomorrow.
Yes, don't worry, Platty. You've been missing in action for a lot of things. See? I told you that eons ago to take the damn device and nobody will listen. So hey, you gotta take a dance again. There you go. There you go. There you go. There you go. Everybody gets one. You get a meme. You get a meme. You get a meme. You know what? I might actually do something on Christmas. First ever AI Matrix Awards. I ain't gonna hold y'all all day with that though. Like do that sucker early. Let y'all pick y'all ones for the year. But I'm glad that everybody that has popped back up, I'm glad that everybody's doing good. You know, those in the shadows watching, again, y'all enjoy y'all holidays too. Yes, even you ugly ass, miserable ass, bitch ass trolls, please enjoy the rest of your year. And make sure that next year you get into something new. Outside of being a pain in the ass. I'm just giving you a good general warning. There will not be addressed again. It won't be addressed again. You will just get zapped and laughed at. Like I said, we told you.
Second bad, but somebody gotta do it. Got my foot up on the gas, but somebody gotta do it. Turn this TV off, turn this TV off.
Don't laugh serious. You see, you encourage the madness. See now, look. See now, look. See, I see you was gonna do that. So yes. Don't worry. You get one of these too. There you go. There you go. Don't encourage the madness, y'all. GJ, you was part of this too, bro. See, look, you was supposed to be the big brother looking out for the little brother, and you let me slip up with technology. But it's okay, though. It's okay. I'm going to allow that to happen. You want to know why I'm going to allow that to happen? Because I feel that good today. Hold on.
Don't give in, trust me, girl, take all you see. So let me in. Don't give in, trust me, girl, take all you see. So let me in. Don't give in, trust me, girl, take all you see. So let me in. Don't give in.
That's that good holiday feeling right there. But yeah, let me get up out of here. I don't know, Christmas, I might do something, but like I said, we might just be running down these videos, son. Let y'all pick y'all, whatever. Let y'all pick y'all videos for the year. You know your boy ain't got no sense, and there's more coming. And there's more coming. And there's more coming. The year of the Matrix is not over, goddammit. But hopefully somebody did get something out of this conversation. But again, for you young fellas and you young ladies out there, think before you do. Be wise in those decisions that you make. You know, you only have one life. You cannot risk your life or your safety just on a whim or just because you are feeding and trying to crash out for somebody that might not even be good for you. So think about that before you make any rash decisions. You know, and if I didn't say something that resonate with you, that means the message wasn't for you. So let me get up out of here. If y'all was new to the channel, like, share, comment, and subscribe. Shout out to the replay game. Shout out to the Shadow Mafia, the Shadow Babies. Y'all know what it is, baby. For everybody that was in attendance today, y'all already know that love is love, and they'll be reciprocated as such. I don't know how to be fake. All I can do is give you real. That's all I'm gonna do is give you real topics and real bills. For those following me on Clapper, I will see you around 7:30. I got to charge up my phone. That shit is at 5% now. If I don't, I shall see you tomorrow afternoon early, definitely. But I'll keep you posted. Y'all enjoy the rest of your evenings. And for you future babies, I still need my lottery numbers for tomorrow today, damn it. I need the bazoo. But y'all stay safe. Keep that third eye open. Until the next live, we out of here. Peace and blessings.